Our project was to simulate the wiring system of a 1979 Suzuki GS425 using a custom fabricated switch panel and 2 different Arduinos. There are 4 toggle switches right here that have to be oriented in the correct pattern to send power to the motorcycle. We've got a toggle switch for the starter, but this one's broken, so we're using an Arduino one instead. We've got a manual taillight power, and we have these 2 switches that control the headlight. In this mode, it's in photoresistor mode, and so it'll send power to the headlight at night. And then there's the manual override mode where you can toggle the high beam on and off using this switch right here. We also have a turn signal switch right here, which is right turn, off, and left turn. In order to achieve this, we used a lot of the concepts we learned in our ME191 course at the Milwaukee School of Engineering.
One of the concepts being demonstrated is digital input. It is shown through, in one circumstance, with the right, left, or off turn signal. When the circuit is completed for right, it sends a specific signal to the Arduino, and that is digital input. Another concept learned within ME191 was digital output, and within this simulation, it is highly based off of that digital input. So for one example is, again, with the turn signals, if based off of that value that is sent to the Arduino, it will then output a signal to an LED, for example, and if the switch is completed, it will turn it on, and the Arduino will send a signal of 1 to the LED to turn it on, and that is digital output. Another concept being demonstrated in 2 places is analog input. It's used here in the photocell. It will read a specific value and send a specific voltage to the Arduino. And this is also in for the force resistor, which is used as a brake switch. We will now demonstrate how the simulator actually works. So first you have to put in the correct passcode, or else the starter button won't do anything. So once that's done and the starter button is pushed, it sends a signal to the starter motor. If that's suppressed with the correct amount of time, it'll turn on the GS motor. Next we have to turn on our rear brake running light, and so that'll turn on when the switch is up, and then we'll demonstrate that this force sensor turns on the rear brake indicator. Also, we see that the photocell, the headlight is in photocell mode, so when we cover up that photocell, it'll turn the high beam on, and when we uncover it, it'll be on the low beam. Next we will show that the turn signals work. So when it's switched to the left, it'll blink like that, and then when we switch it to the right, it turns on the right ones. Next we will show how the gas level works. The gas level takes an inputted time that is based off of how long the GS motor is running for. So right now the red is blinking because it's been running for a while now, and so you have to turn your bike off by disconnecting power and refill your tank. So now that we've refilled our bike with gas, we can start our motor up again, and we have to put it for the correct amount of time. So that'll start, and so now that we refilled it, all the greens are full, and after a certain amount of time, each green light will go away, indicating that your fuel level is lower.